Hello, welcome to episode 13. Like I said at the end of last episode, I forgot to show the rental code for the team after I added Feeny. So here it is. I didn't change anything from last episode, so everything's still the same. Probably gonna be a bit of a short one today because I don't really feel like playing a ton today, but I wanted to play a few anyway. So yeah, so there's the rental code. And let's just hop right into some games. We had a pretty solid session yesterday. Was it like 6-3 or something like that? So hopefully we can keep some of that momentum and not end up back at rank 6,000. But one step at a time is our motto here. It was nerve-wracking, so I'll talk about it after. Oh, we're against a rank 508 player with Trick Room. My one true nemesis, Trick Room. They don't have a great way. They kind of do, actually. They'll love Earth Power on both, or they'll have Earth Power on Dialga, and they'll have High Horsepower on the horse. And Urshifu kind of owns me. Yeah, so this is a pretty awkward matchup for me. And I can't... I don't think, I can try to kill Mimikyuu, I guess, would be the way to go here. Since, what's the asterisk on this? Yeah, so Fake Out is priority +3. And Rage Powder only has a priority of +2. So I could Fake Out Amoongus and then hit... Oh, this works too. The problem is... Actually, I should have a guaranteed way to stop their... What's awkward is they could be Focus Sash. I doubt they're Sash, though. You don't really plan... You don't really plan your Mimikyuu around having to deal with Turbo Blaze or Mold Breaker, so I'm just gonna let it rip into Mimikyuu, and I'm going to close combat the Incineroar. So they don't switch out. We'll see if they I mean, they should respect Turbo Blaze, right? They're rank 500, they should know how this works. So they probably won't let me... I mean, they could be Sash, but... I feel like most Mimikyuus would be Mental Herb. So big hit on Incin. And then Hailstorm into Mimikyuu should knock them out. It doesn't knock them out. Okay. They're very bulky Mimikyuu. So I definitely should have doubled Mimikyuu there. I think I overestimated my damage output, I guess. I thought for sure that I'd knock it out, but they must be like super bulky. Yeah, I should have knocked off in the Mimikyuu. I could have denied this Trick Room. My Sash is broken on Mienshao. I guess the nice thing is that they have two Pokemon that are about to die. So I think I will just Quake, and I could switch to Feeny. They shouldn't have anything to hit Feeny with. And that way, if they parting shot me, I can haze. Because they're probably just gonna... Oh, they already snarled me too, so I want to haze anyway. But they'll probably parting shot me. It kind of sucks to get rid of the special defense boost that I'm about to get, but... I kind of need to get my special attack back. Okay, they play rough into Feeny. Not really doing a whole lot. There's Shuka, that doesn't matter. They're so low. I'm -2. But they're like super... Oh, yeah, they were lower than I thought. So... I think optimally here they go Calyrex and they Shadow Sneak themselves, and I just max guard Kyurem and press Haze. Because they might be thinking right now, like, oh, I have to Shadow Sneak or else my Mimikyu is just going to faint and I'm not going to be able to get my weakness policy up. So I'm down to max guard and Haze if they do that. They just go Dialga, okay. Yeah, so I'm going to... Dragon moves are cut in half on this terrain, which actually benefits me here. So I'm going to press Haze. And they're probably gonna... Are they gonna max their Dialga? Probably, and because they want to use Glacial Lance on Calyrex. So they can Steel Spike me, which might... I have the +1 special defense now, so it depends on if my Feeny's slower than their Dialga. Ow, okay, that did a lot of damage. Okay, so my Kyurem is dead, actually, here, because I lose my special defense boost. Might have been dead anyway, but... So that was a waste of a Haze. I didn't think the Play Rough was going to do so much damage. I assumed this Mimikyu was like full bulk. That did a lot of damage. Yeah, so we have a bit of an issue. Their Mimikyu faints here, I think, yeah. So they get Calyrex out now. I'll just go Mienshao here. Because I can fake out Calyrex. They could protect, but... oh yeah, I'm just gonna fake out. And I'll press Nature's Madness. If they don't protect, this could be really nice. Okay, they don't. So no Glacial Lance for you. Nature's Madness connects, so they lose half their health. And they Steel Spike into Feeny, which I do not take. The problem now is that they have defense boosts. It's gonna be really hard to play around that, actually. So we go Necrozma here. I mean, I can knock off Calyrex. It'll be a big hit, and then the issue is going to be taking out Dialga. I think I'm actually going to close combat the Dialga. and Sunsteel Strike the Calyrex. I don't think I can win this though. Oh, they protect. Okay, are you guys gonna Quake me? Okay, they Wormwind. Which gets the knockout. And lowers my attack, more importantly. So now they're +2 defense and I'm -1 attack, so this is going to be pretty impossible. Trickerman, so it's gonna go Dialga, then Necrozma, then Calyrex. But I don't think there's any way I'm knocking out. I'm -1, their Calyrex is +1, their Dialga is +2. Because like I can Sword Sense, but I don't think I live this turn. Because I didn't lower their stats at all. Yeah, and obviously they're gonna have Earth Power and High Horsepower. Oh god, that just annihilates me. I could have Earthquaked, I guess. But I don't think that would have... At +1, I don't think that would have done enough. Because they're +2. And yeah, I just faint to High Horsepower. Unfortunate, but what can you do? This was very winnable if I doubled Mimikyu. Because I could have... It was left with low enough health that if I knocked off into it and broke the disguise, the damage it took from recoil from the disguise breaking would have brought it low enough for the Hailstorm to finish them off. So, oh well. Get right into the next one. I was gonna tell a story in between, but we got them in pretty fast. It's not an important story. So okay, Kyogre, Zacian with Shedinja, Kartana, Thundurus, and Sin. So they do have a way to stop Tailwind. If I can take care of Zacian, then I don't really need Tailwind. But it's probably still really good to have here. I like Kartana into their team a lot. Do I want to lead? I could lead Mienshao, Kartana, and just threaten a bunch of damage. Because I don't think they're going to lead with Zacian. The problem is if I lead Kartana and they lead Incin, then I'm -1 attack, which is kind of not ideal. I'm going to go Mienshao Kyurem. And we're going to bring Kartana and... Do I want Necrozma? I need a Zacian answer, right? Which kind of needs to be Tailwind. Or just a Flare Blitz. If they're max attack, max speed. That also would work. Okay, they go Incin Kyogre, so this is like fake out Water Spout kind of deal here. Or they could max. I'm a little bit worried about them maxing. Well, the thing is, I can fake out their Incin and freeze dry, but it's not the greatest. I could also close combat their Incin and max Quake their Kyogre. That's like the immediate damage output option, but I could also protect and see what they want to do. I'm gonna do that. Okay, they just Dynamax. Alright, so what's their play here? There really isn't much point in them pressing Fake Out unless they thought I wasn't going to Dynamax. Yeah, so I just get a close combat off. Incin doesn't quite go down, but he's practically down. And then they are going to Geyser me, okay. They could have doubled Mienshao, maybe that's what they did. Which I will honestly take because no, they parting shotted me. Okay, I'm down to just go for raw damage in the Kyogre then. I could have knocked them off in case they're AV, but Kyogre can carry so many items. It's not Life Orb. It could be Mystic Water. It could be Scarf. It could be Specs. It could be AV. But I'm just gonna get as much damage as I can on it. Big damage. Okay, so they're gonna Hailstorm. Which if they're not parting shot here, their Incin's gonna faint to Hail. They get rid of their own rain, which is interesting. They don't do very much damage at all. Yeah, they do parting shot me. I honestly don't really care about, because I'm not using Kyurem to win this game. I'm using... I can switch Kyurem out, I guess. They're gonna go Zacian here, maybe? Yeah. So what I can do here... I think I just protect and let them knock out Mienshao. They're gonna Behemoth Blade. Oh, Mienshao faints to Hail. That's actually better, I think. Because now I can just get a free Tailwind and protect. And then chip the... I could probably just... I don't need to knock out Kyogre. But I probably should. So yeah, we just Tailwind. And do I protect or do I switch? They haven't shown their last Pokemon, but both Kartana and Kyurem can beat Shedinja. And that's who I would guess they have in the back. The problem is I don't think they have Thundurus, or else I feel like they would have used it already. The problem is I'm -1, so I know that Earth Power doesn't knock out Zacian. But it does, maybe just weakening it for Kartana is enough. Protect was probably... The thing is... It's Kartana versus 4, but 3 of them are within 1 hit. So the question is, who does more to Kartana? Is it Zacian? It's probably Zacian. Because Kyogre... they're both gonna do a lot, though. So their Dynamax ends. It's Kyogre in the rain still, but... I mean... What do I think does more to me? Do I think Zacian faints to Max Knuckle? I'm not gonna risk it. I'm just gonna Steel Spike Zacian. And hope they don't protect. And hope that I take a hit from Kyogre. They'll probably press Ice Beam. But it's not stab, I'm max special defense, and I have AV, so... Okay, they don't protect. So that should be Zacian gone. So I'm +1 defense and +1 attack. I feel like if this does less than half, I should be fine. I need to be able to take 2 of these. Okay, oh, that's not even close. Yeah, so I think we just ignore Kyogre, to be honest, because we can knock it out at any point. If they bring in Instant, we just max knuckle them to offset the Intimidate. How many turns a Tailwind? 2. Okay. But I outspeed Kyogre, so that should be fine. Shedinja could be annoying, but shouldn't be able... If that's what they have, it shouldn't be able to beat me. Thundurus would be a problem, I think. Also, getting frozen would kind of suck. Why'd I say it? Oh, why did I say it, dude? Well, that's how you lose. And it was Shedinja. Yep, that is definitely how I lose this. What a dumb way to lose, man. That's so unfortunate. They probably like Will-O-Wisp, right? Just Poltergeist, man. That is such a sad way to lose. I feel like I set up that endgame scenario really nicely too. It was gonna be like half HP Kartana versus Shedinja in grassy terrain, so I would be getting heals. Yeah, no, I just... Even if I thought... Yeah, there's no way. That's so annoying, man. They Ice Beamed me twice. What's the chance? Is it like 10% each time? Yeah, 10%. So they hit the 10% chance on their second try. That sucks, man. Well, I guess I should have killed Kyogre then. I guess I left myself open to that. But, I mean, I couldn't ignore Instant because even in the rain, Flare Blitz would have done a ton of damage to me, and I didn't know who their last Pokemon was. So, that's just frustrating. So this is a Sun team with Calyrex Shadow. I could go Talonflame Manchow. It's actually pretty decent here. Do I want Necrozma? It's not great against Sun teams. Yeah, it's not good here. I guess let's bring Feeny. Alright, well, rough start. First game was winnable, but I made the wrong play. Second game was pretty much won, and then I got unlucky. So what what are we going to do this game? Is it just going to be a Stomp, Instant Groudon? Okay. So they probably want to fake me out. I could fake out their Instant and burn the Groudon. If I do that, I lose the Tailwind fight because they could just Max Rockfall my Talonflame. But if I don't fake them out, then they just fake me out and get the knockout anyway, so. Never mind, they just withdraw Incin. They go Calyrex. Okay. And then are they gonna max Groudon then? I did not expect them to switch in. If I even considered they do that, I would have just pressed knockoff into that slot and won the game. But if this Will-O-Wisp hits, it's not the worst, I guess. Okay. We've cut Groudon's damage output in half, and they Quake me. Okay, actually, this is good because I can just Tailwind knockoff. And bring them down to Sash on Calyrex. Anything good to watch tonight? Is that Max Darkness? Or Phantasm? Interesting. Well, okay, that's not what I was expecting at all. Okay. I want to wide guard Flare Blitz their Groudon. Huh? Who are they going to now? Back to Incin. What in the world? I should have Flare Blitzed the Calyrex then, I guess. They're gonna press Fake Out, but that doesn't matter. So I'm just gonna Flare Blitz the Calyrex slot. The question is, do they have a single target move on Calyrex? I guess we'll find out. Oh, that works too? They're just like wasting their Trick Room though. Oh, they're gonna Flare Blitz me. That makes sense. Okay, so they want to knock out Mienshao so that I can't wide guard. I could go Feeny. Problem is, I really don't want to eat. I mean, they're not boosted, and they have no item on Calyrex. This is a bit risky if they have Leaf Storm, but so they're probably just gonna Astral Barrage, right? 2 turns of Trick Room left. Last turn, they're going to be able to reset the sun, obviously, but... I'm just going to press Dual Wing Beat and Moonblast the Calyrex slot. Having some encoding overloads, it looks like. I'd probably need to lower the bitrate. I feel like my pieces should be able to handle it just fine, but... Okay, they just... Piece, I guess? Well, they probably weren't knocking out Tapu Fini there, and then I take their Calyrex, and then I just have to... last 1 turn of Trick Room, and then all they have is a Brink Groudon. I have 3 turns of Dynamax on a Kyurem, so... They probably assumed that that was over. It probably was, but you never know. I thought that about the game before, too. D. Perito. Alright, so I'll tell my story now. As we're against this interesting team. Okay, let me pick my lead first. So they have Indeedee Palkia for Trick Room. But they also have like a fast mode if they wanted to go like a Lucky Landorus, a Lucky Incin, Lando Incin. They have double Intimidate. Necrozma is good if I can prevent it from getting intimidated a lot, which is going to be very hard against their team. They have 1 Fake Out, but they're also not that fast outside of Aleki, so I don't really need Tailwind. So I'm down to go Mienshao Kyurem. I think Kartana is actually a pretty decent bring here. Do I want Necrozma or Tapu Fini? Fini loses to Aleki, obviously, but it should match decently in the Solgaleo and Palkia. Necrozma's Intimidate bait here, or Intimidate food, rather. Yeah, so I'll bring Fini. So yeah, my story. So, I was playing the other day, off cam, and I got matched up against Moxie Boosted, who's a Pokemon content creator that I've actually just recently started watching a lot of. And he was streaming. And he owned me with a Blastoise Thundurus team. I was, you know, he's not like a huge content creator, but I was also like nervous knowing that I was on stream and there are like a couple hundred people watching. Well, I went to watch his new video that he uploaded today, and the match against me is in that video, which I thought was pretty funny. So me getting annihilated by Blastoise Thundurus is his YouTube video of the day. It wasn't the only game that he put in there, but okay, so I can't Fake Out, which is fine. They're probably gonna like follow me E-Webs or something. Were they? They weren't Psychic Seed, so they're probably Sash. Aleki doesn't scare me though, so I'm gonna... I mean, I'll press Knockoff into Aleki and then press Max Quake into Aleki. If they follow me, then I just kill their Indeedee and get a special defense boost, which is good against Palkia. Knockoff might have been better, but if they're just Sash Indeedee, then Knockoff doesn't really matter. Close Combat will do the same. Okay, so they just E-Web. They don't follow me. They were that was what's on Indeedee then. Okay, so I just take their Aleki. Is Indeedee just pressing Expanding Force? That's Mystical Fire, okay. So yeah, my special defense has been neutered, or my special attack has been neutered a little bit. Now is the turn I would expect them to... follow me. Right? I don't want to knock off their Solgaleo. I could switch to Feeny to preserve my Fake Out, I guess. And just... I don't want to Wormwind then. I can just Quake Indeedee. Or I'll Hailstorm Indeedee. I'll do more damage. I can Haze to... Actually, this Hail will be interesting because it'll tell me the speed. Oh, they're just maxing. Okay, so they're probably just gonna Steel Spike me then. I wish I had Talonflame to burn this thing with. They're oh yeah, because I'm -1 speed. They're quite fast. They targeted the Mienshao slot though. Okay, I take Indeedee. Is that a crit? Yeah, it was. I think that definitely mattered because I'm -1. So what I can do... What's my speed at -1? Okay, let me... look at my stats a little bit here. This is my last turn of Dynamax, though. So my Feeny's 105 speed. And I'm 161, so that's... I'm slower than Feeny right now. Right? No, I'm... 0.75. I'm faster than Feeny. Okay. So that means that I can press Haze. And Max Quake their Solgaleo. Okay, they Max Quake me, so they want to boost themselves. So this is a strategic play to get rid of their weakness policy, but then just delete their boost. So I delete my special defense boost, which is unfortunate, but like I take away my speed drop. I take away their weakness policy, presuming they have it here. And I take away their special defense boost. So this is like the most value Haze you'll ever see. So now I just need to outlast their last turn of Dynamax, which I think I can do. I mean, I'm faster than their Solgaleo now, but I am -1 again. My encoder is going nuts right now, sorry. They do not have a special defense boost. They're down to their last... It's 4v2. I think... So their Solgaleo is faster than my Tapu Fini. I mean, I can try to press... I think I just press Nature's Madness into Incin and go for damage on Solgaleo. Or actually, I think I just double Incin. Oh, they're faster than me even at At neutral. Oh, I think Solgaleo's base speed is like 2 points higher. It's like 97, isn't it? So I actually could have heal pulsed this turn. I didn't think that they'd target Feeny. Okay, they have a berry. That was a big berry. Figgy berry. You don't see that too often. So their Dynamax ends. They're faster than me though. But I have Fake Out. I think I'll leave Kartana for the last. So I can do here. My Mienshao should move first here. Right? So I'm gonna heal pulse my Mienshao. Right, because they don't, I mean, they don't have any, like, they have one defense boost. I don't think Feeny's getting to move this turn. So this is, close combat does more. It's weakening them for... I just Brick Break Incin when I come in. This should be... Is this in the Feeny? I guess the other option was knockoff, and then I wouldn't have reduced my defense, but I think I still would have fainted to that, to be honest. And then with... Brick Break should knock out their Incin here, right? I hope. If not, then I threw this game. They do have a defense boost. And this is not a high base power move. Jesus, take the wheel. Solgaleo shouldn't have anything for me. But Incin has Flare Blitz, so this needs to kill. Okay, I think we should be okay then. So I get an attack boost. They have Psychic Fangs. Yeah, that's not gonna cut it. Okay, so my best move is just Brick Break. This should knock out at +1. I would think so, at least. Nope. Well, 2 in a row. It should be 3 in a row, but I'm still a little bit salty about the second game, I'll be honest. It could be 4-0 if I wasn't stupid. If I wasn't stupid and unlucky, you know? They're mixed. They just had assurance for some reason, even though they were minus attack with no EVs. It's interesting. What was Indeedee's item? Goggles. Okay. And they didn't even bring Lando. Is that AV? Yep. They had wide guard. Okay. They had no protect. They didn't bring Palkia either, actually, now that I think of it. It was Indeedee, Incin, Aleki, and Solgaleo. That's interesting. What do I have hiccups? Ooh, we went up a lot for that. Almost in the 3000s. How impressive. If I can just match up into a bunch of Groudon teams, we might even be able to hit 2K. I just need to not see another Trick Room team, and we'll be all set. Less Zacian too would be cool. Yeah, maybe people will just get tired of Zacian as the game winds down before Scarlet and Violet in November. It'd be cool if they did like a fun format after Worlds, which I think is in August. It'd be really cool if they did some mix up at the end of the gen. Oh boy. So they have Sableye. The little bastard. They have Tailwind. Sableye can provide Fake Out. I don't expect them to bring Rillaboom against my team, because it does like nothing. They could go Tornogre. What's my Tornogre answer? Is it just Wide Guard, Freeze Dry, Wide Guard Leaf Blade? I could go with Kartana and then bring Kyurem. Is Necrozma actually good this game? Or is Talonflame better? I'll bring Necrozma. Gotta give him some love. It's not great into Kyogre, but it's decent against everything else, so. I think I would like to max Kartana this game, because they have no fire move to kill me with. And I one-shot Kyogre. So if they go Tornadus Kyogre, I can fake out Tornadus and Overgrowth Kyogre. They would probably switch Kyogre out. They go Sableye Solgaleo. So they can they have Fake Out as an option. They can just max their Solgaleo. They have Trick as an option. What's my Solgaleo answer? Probably just cure him. I can't really knock them off, right? I mean, what's Solgaleo gonna do? I could just double the Sableye. Yeah, I'll do that. Let's see if they max. They could Trick Room, I guess. Which would be pretty awkward, but I guess I need to lower my... Okay, they just max. I need to lower my recording settings or something. I feel like I shouldn't have to, because my PC is like beast, and like I'm looking at the... I'm at like 10% CPU usage system wide, and at like 30% GPU usage and 30% RAM usage. Like I don't see where I'm hitting any limits. Okay, they Will-O-Wisp me. That's kind of annoying. So I definitely don't want to max Kartana this game now. So it'll probably be max Kyurem. Knock off their goggles. They get a Steel Spike out. Yeah, this is definitely a Kyurem game. Okay, so I guess the upside is that they're gonna have to burn at least 2 turns of their Dynamax to take a knockout. They can Shadow Sneak themselves though, which is pretty spooky. Let's go for some chip on Solgaleo. They can Shadow Sneak me, I guess, too, to knock out Mienshao, and then I take their Sableye. And then their Solgaleo probably can't to knock out Kartana. Okay, they do Shadow Sneak me. which is actually fine by me. And I Leaf Blade, which does knock them out. So they're gonna be like Steel Spike, Quake. If I can get one more Beast Boost off, then I mean I'm essentially a -1 attack right now. But their Solgaleo is gonna get beefy, and I did not bring Feeny to reset boosts. Do I want to go? I kind of want to go Necrozma, in max Necrozma, and press Steel Spike on whatever comes next to Solgaleo. It's Tornadus. Steel Spike Tornadus. And go for... I need to go for some damage. It's gonna suck to give... He's gonna Quake my Necrozma, right? So I'm actually in a rough spot here. It is their last turn Dynamax though. I would prefer if... Thing is, they're gonna Quake me. So they're gonna be +2 special defense. So Necrozma's gonna have to be one to take care of Solgaleo. And they just Tailwind. So they're gonna have speed advantage for the rest of the game. What's their choice? It's Steel Spike. Okay, they want the defense boost. Well, I think that actually is gonna make it tough for them to take Necrozma, right? Because now I just ignore Tornadus. Or do I read they switch Tornadus out here? Thing is, I don't want to proc their... Well, they're gonna like Sunseal Strike, or are they gonna Earthquake? Because I'm down to just... I could also try to read a Kyogre switch in. And press Rockfall to get rid of the rain. And then just protect Kyurem. So they're probably going to Sunseal Strike the Kyurem slot. I feel like they might expect me to just Steel Spike Tornadus again, so they might switch to Kyogre thinking that it's not going to do a lot, and then I just Rockfall into them. This Tailwind is an issue though. Okay, so they do stay in. I think Earthquake would be pretty sick here. I know there's Icy Wind. That's fine, I'm already slower than them. Yeah, Earthquake would be sick because it's not going to do a lot. No, they just don't Steel Strike. So I could have Steel Spiked again for another defense boost, but... Operation Ignore the Tornadus might have been a great idea there. Oh, it's a Lecky. They don't even have Kyogre. Okay. I guess the interesting thing here is that a Lecky shouldn't be able to. I mean, Lecky can kind of beat Necrozma. They Thunder me. They miss. They Sunseal Strike me. This probably knocks me out. I'm not that bulky, and they're high attack Pokemon. So bit of a problem is that I now activate their weakness policy. And that does not do nearly enough damage to them. But I break their sash. And my Dynamax ends. So I just press Earthquake. In Prey. That's all I can do. It's my only option here. It'd be nice if they miss another Thunder and they protect the Lucky. They're gonna Earthquake then. Maybe not inactivate my policy. Do I take this? Okay, I actually more than take it because it's a spread move. So now my policy is active. They actually take another one and they would have to knock out their Lucky to do it. Okay, and their Tailwind ends. They're probably still faster than me though. These stats are absurd. Yeah, it's just another Earthquake. What's their Lucky? Check Thunder, probably Electro Web. If they miss Thunder, that should do it then, right? Unless this crits me. Yep.